We're going to talk about the short game now, which is something that's critical to being successful as a golfer. A lot of folks can break 100 just simply by becoming more effective with the way they chip and putt around the golf course. And of course we see with Tom Kite years ago working with Dave Pelz to create a sense that the wedges were critical. We saw Zach Johnson win a Masters with superior wedge play, not length. And we're seeing at the U.S. Open at Olympic this weekend that the short game is critical to being successful. So what are some of the things we need to be aware of? First of all, you can use a variety of clubs to get the ball near the hole. There's no rule that says you have to use one club or another. This, for example, is a 58-degree wedge. You could also use, say, a 5-wood or a hybrid. Anything that you can become effective with in getting the ball as close to the hole as possible. Remember, with your short game, the objective is to get the ball as close to the hole as possible. What I like to do in playing the Srixon ball, for example, we have the white ball and the yellow ball, same compression, same everything, just different eye appeal. Use a couple of shots with the white ball and a couple of shots with the yellow ball and measure your progress, trying a different technique, if you will, for each one. The other thing you'll notice is that we've got a pool noodle and a shaft, which gives us a sense of where do we want to hit the ball. Now, this particular chip shot is one that breaks from left to right. So we want to position our pool noodle so that we can go to the left of it and make that happen. As we said in our introduction, most of us fail because we hit up on the ball, and so you want to learn to hit down on the ball with forward, that would be forward shaft lean. As you get more efficient with that, and as we watch the touring professionals, they're not so much interested in the leading edge as they are how they can let the flange, the bottom of the club, glide along the ground. And so that's how they become effective. So two different styles, if you will. One, to learn to make sure that you hit down on the ball with some compression. And the other, after you get good at that, is to be able to let the bottom of the club glide along the ground. So you set up, give yourself a target. Like I say, we're going to set it up and try to make sure that we go toward our target. We're going to see that the ball is going to be releasing back down to the target. That's one technique. You could experiment with, that was a 58-degree wedge. You could say, okay, now for the yellow ball, I'm going to take my 5-iron and see where that takes me. What effect does that have? Is that both balls ended up in a similar spot, but you might be more comfortable with a 5-iron as opposed to a 60-degree wedge. So try different things, experiment, monitor that, and then go ahead and give yourself a target that you can hit at. There are ways that you can go through and hold the face so that it doesn't release. There are ways you can go through and let the face roll over if you want the ball to roll out more. You can go with what would be considered a reverse roll, where you hold the face off, and you will see all different types of that as you observe the U.S. Open that's being played 2012 in San Francisco at Olympic. Practice this. This is an area for skill development. The more you practice, the better you will get at this.